everybody, and this is Triple M's. I'm Michelle, and I'm here with my sister, Michaela. Do you know that God empowers the available? It doesn't matter how big or small you are. When God has chosen you for a huge purpose, no one can stop you.
Very true, my sister. David is a very good example of that. I mean, how did he fight Goliath and win? Imagine that. Let's see where it all started, shall we?
One day, it was time for Israel to have a new king. God was already displeased with Saul and had turned his back on him. So Samuel, God's prophet, was sent to a certain man's household to anoint a king chosen by God in that household.
Jesse was a father to some boys, good looking and looking tough. Clue: one of them was fit to be king. God told the prophet to make all of them stand in a line so that they can be checked. One by one they were checked, but God said no.
Then Samuel asked Father Jesse, "Are these all your sons?" "No, there is one little boy looking after the sheep in the fields." Then Samuel said, "Call him." Servants were sent to call the little boy. And guess who it was? David!
Yay!
When Samuel looked at him, God said, "This is he. Anoint him." Little David was anointed and filled with the Holy Spirit from that day on.
Now the time came when the Israelites were told to fight the Philistines. How do you pronounce it?
Philistines.
Philistines?
Yes.
Oh, when they go to the battlefield, they shuddered because there was a huge giant of a man who was fighting for the Philistines. His name was Goliath. David heard of it and so offered his armor for David to wear. Alas, it was too big. David said, "It's okay. I'll fetch the giant even without the armor."
When David approached the battle scene, Goliath looked at him and scoffed at his height. "Bring out your champions from under the box. I'll feed them to the bears, the lizards, and the skunks." David looked at the giant and said, "Who is this uncircumcised Philistine who mocks God like that?" Oh, Goliath was so angry and threw down his helmet.
David looked at the giant and said, "You come to me with a sword and sticks. I come to you in the name of the Lord of hosts." David took 5 small stones from the river there and carried them with him. He took just one little pebble, put it in his sling, and swung it and swung it and swung it with all his might out through the pebble. Went straight for Goliath's forehead and hit him. He stood. Suddenly he stumbled and crashed to the ground.
Oh, what a moment! David went to Goliath's body, drew Goliath's sword. It was big and heavy, and used it to cut off Goliath's head. He lifted it up and showed the Philistine army that their champion is falling. They became so afraid that they retreated. The Israelites chased them, attacked them, and they won the battle. So you see,
you don't mess with God's children. When God anoints his children for a special purpose, it is very, very dangerous to fight them. You always lose. You cannot fight God and win. Remember, when God chooses you for something special, it is for God's glory and your faith. God reveals Himself through those who are seen as valueless to humble the proud.
Remember, let us choose to be on the winning side. For with God, all things are possible.
Yay! Until next time!